Welcome back to another episode of What's in the Pot? Or it could be anything from a severed head to deportation papers. This recipe comes from, let's face it, probably not a good place. Sometimes your mom is out banging strangers for cash and your grandma has to pick up the slack. So she takes whatever measurement of bullshit she has rotting on the counter and she scrapes it into a pot, covers it with cheese and serves it to your ungrateful, chubby little red face. If you complain about the jalapenos, I'm gonna send you to bed with a spanking on the front. First thing you should probably do is heat up the old cat heater to 400 degrees. Select and cut up a rib steak or something tender like this. Cut up some jalapenos and rub them in your little brother's eyes. Get some good old Walmart corn tortillas. You know, all your regular shit that you make Mexican food with. You fucking your beans and your red bullshit sauce. If you followed my steak quesadilla video, you basically want to follow the directions of cooking the meat for that. I do it a little bit differently, but it doesn't really fucking matter, okay? Another method you can do is use the chicken from my chicken taco video and fill it with that. That might be pretty good. All right. Okay, by the way, if you don't have a Dutch oven, then why are you even trying anymore? So the next thing that I do is probably not necessary, but it seems like a pretty grandma thing to do. I just hit it with some fucking spray oil and it's probably pretty good. I don't know. Then I'm laying down a foundation of corn, the foundation of delicious fucking gluttony. Taking half of the meat, dumping it in there. A very important step, especially if you're a white guy like me. Cheese on every layer. That's very important. Never have enough fucking cheese. This is Mexican blend. I don't really know what that means exactly. From what I've heard, in Mexico they don't really use cheese. So what do you think, you fucking border crossing cunts? What does that mean? Let me know in the comments. And of course we have our second layer. I mean, you could really put anything you want in here. You know, you could put what I'm putting in. You could put a bunch of hacked up baby parts in here as a fun gag. You know, a little enchilada sauce. Let's face it, guys. It's just tomato sauce, okay? Fucking stop beating around the bush here. So you got pinto beans, and you got to drain them. But you know, if you're a true memer, there's really only one way to do it. Great. It's really good. This ninja really out here drinking bean juice. Okay, I don't like to fuck around people, so we're just gonna dump the entire can of beans in here. I don't give a fuck what you think. Spread them around a little bit. And of course, gonna add the cheese. Cheese. It's kind of like a Mexican lasagna, but I don't know, kind of better than lasagna in a way, but you guys have a battle over that in the comments. Doing another load of enchilada sauce. I'm trying to use this whole fucking can of enchilada sauce. And of course, bring things up a notch. Gonna add the good old jalapenos. I don't know why I'm trying to be artsy with this. It's all just gonna kind of fall apart anyway. The jalapenos were a request by none other than my lovely girlfriend. And I agree, the heat should be brought up anytime you can. There'll be jalapenos in every fucking bite. If you don't like that, go fuck yourself. And what's next? You fucking guessed it. You guessed it. Cheese. Then for the top layer, mate. Australian Mexican. Australian. Doing the rest of the beef. This should make a turd, okay? Gotta make that turd, man. Okay, so this is the top layer. What we're gonna do is dump the rest of this sauce on here and dump a shit ton of cheese on the top. That should conclude our masterpiece. The original idea for the Enchi Pie was thought up by a good friend of mine named Stellar. Check him out. He's called the Millennial Gunfighter on YouTube. He's a millennial and he uses a gun. Okay, as if this wasn't beautiful enough, we're gonna throw the top on it, put it in the oven, as I said before, 400 degrees for 20 minutes with the lid on. You cunts. All right, well, that's cooking. You got 20 minutes. If you want to use that time wisely, I mean, you could jerk off for 20 minutes. We've all done it. But being that this is my 91st video, I mean, there's at least maybe one other one that you could watch that's worth watching. I don't even know, okay? But just something to think about. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do YouTube. But judging by my subscriber count, you could probably already tell that by now. You're probably thinking, yeah, okay, we're good to eat, right? Shut your fucking whore mouth. Yeah, the cheese is melted, it's all heated up throughout it, but you know what? I'm gonna put it on broil. Put it on fucking broil, bitch. Take the lid off and shove that iron in there like your mother's cunt. And away we go. Whoa. How long do I put it in there? Till it's done, jackass. To be honest, you're just gonna be doing a lot of this shit. Look around in there, checking it out. Make sure it doesn't burn. And that, my friends, is really all that cooking is. To be honest, it's really hard to fuck this up. You have a really soft tortilla. Delicious. You have a really burnt edge on the tortilla. Fucking delicious. There's really, if you fuck this up, just end it. Fuck this up somehow, that's your fault. That's probably just how your life is. You probably just fuck up at everything. And you're just gonna have the same job forever, and you're not gonna amount to anything, and you know, your parents don't like you, and now listen to that fucking sizzle, man. That is a work of art. There you go, that's it. You can get this shit done in probably about 35 minutes or so if you're not running your yap on a fucking camera. I'm gonna let this cool down and cut a piece out, and then stuff my fat fucking face. Still way too hot to eat, but check this shit out. Look at those beautiful layers. I mean, not really. It kind of looks like a pile of fucking dinosaur shit, but I assure you it's delicious. Dab some sour cream on there and then go full fatty on this bitch. Well, there you have it, folks. Something that is so retardedly easy that I probably shouldn't have even made a video about it. But I hope that I may have given you a chuckle or two along the way. And for the few of you who cook along with me, let me know what you did differently and let me know what I may have been able to improve on. As always, thanks for watching. Get your bitches out of the kitchen. Have a great fucking day, and I'll see you in the next video.